What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Alpha Reality. Look, we're not going to waste any time today with fluff. You're here because you feel it in your gut. That sinking, awful feeling that something is off. You feel like you're giving 100%, and in return, you're getting confusion, anxiety, and a whole lot of mixed signals. You're here because you suspect you're being played for a fool. And the worst part is, you probably are. This isn't a game. This is about your time, your energy, your money, and most importantly, your self-respect. We're not here to bash anyone. We are here to identify cold, hard, psychological patterns of behavior. This is about female psychology, yes, but it's really about manipulator psychology. And today, we are shining a spotlight so bright on these tactics that they will have nowhere left to hide. Let's get straight into it. The first and most common sign you are being played is what I call the convenience fallacy. This is the ultimate you-up scenario, but it's far more sinister than just a late-night text. This is when you are not a priority. You are an option. You only hear from her when it suits her schedule, her mood, or her needs. She's bored. Her other, better plans just fell through. She just had a fight with the guy she actually wants and needs an emotional tampon. She needs a favor. You'll notice a pattern. Your texts go unanswered for 6, 8, 12 hours on a Friday or Saturday night. You get that short, dismissive, so busy TTY text. But then, like clockwork, at 11:45 p.m., "Hey, you still up?" Or, "What are you doing?" You are the backup plan. You are the last resort. Here's the psychology. This is classic breadcrumbing. She is giving you just enough attention, just enough crumbs of affection to keep you interested, to keep you on the hook. Why? For validation. She doesn't actually want you, but she loves the fact that you want her. It feeds her ego. It makes her feel powerful and desired, knowing she has a guy, you, waiting in the wings, ready to drop everything for a scrap of her attention. Let me tell you a hard truth that you need to accept right now. Busy is the single biggest lie in modern dating. Nobody is too busy to send a 10-second text to someone they genuinely respect and are interested in. It's not about a lack of time, it's about a lack of interest. If you were a priority, she would make the time. If she's only making time when she's bored, lonely, or needs something, you are not her man. You are her convenience store. The second sign is even more damaging. It's the emotional roller coaster. This is the classic hot and cold manipulation, and frankly, it's a form of psychological abuse. One day she is all in, she's texting you good morning, she's laughing at your jokes, she's telling you how amazing you are, maybe she's even talking about things you guys should do. You feel like you're on top of the world, you've finally broken through, and then nothing. The next day, she's a ghost. Her texts become one-word answers. K. Fine. LOL. She's distant, cold, and suddenly confused or overwhelmed. You're left staring at your phone, rereading every conversation, wondering, what did I do wrong? Was it that joke I made? Did I text too much? You did nothing wrong. You are being trained. This psychological tactic is called intermittent reinforcement. It's the single most powerful tool for creating addiction. It's the same principle that gets people addicted to slot machines in Las Vegas. You don't get the reward, her affection, every time. You get it just randomly enough that you become addicted to the chase. You become desperate for that next hit of affection. This up and down, push and pull dynamic creates a powerful, anxiety-driven connection called a trauma bond. She is not confused. She is not scared of her feelings. She is conditioning you. She is keeping you perpetually off balance, insecure, and desperate for her approval. This insecurity makes you work harder for her. You start trying to fix it. You buy her gifts, you double text her, you become extra nice. In other words, you are dancing like a puppet and she is holding all the strings. A healthy, stable woman who is genuinely interested in you will provide consistency. Her interest will grow, not vanish and reappear like a magic trick. If you're on an emotional roller coaster, it's because she is the one operating the ride, and the only point is to make you sick with anxiety. All right, quick pause. I know this is heavy, but if any of this is hitting home right now, if you've ever felt that anxiety from a hot and cold partner, do me one solid. Just absolutely destroy that like button. It tells the algorithm that this message is important. And look, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. We are dropping hard truths like this every single week to help you build your self-respect and stop being played. I don't want you to miss the next one. Seriously, it's 100% free, and it helps the channel more than you could possibly know. Okay, let's get back to it. The third sign you're being played for a fool is when the entire dynamic feels like the transactional relationship. This is when you stop being a romantic partner and start being a utility, a resource. Ask yourself this brutally honest question. What does she get from me? Is she constantly venting to you for hours about her drama, her ex, her terrible boss? You're not her boyfriend, you're her free therapist. Does she jokingly mention how she can't quite make rent this month, or how her car just broke down, or how she really wants that new dress? You're not her partner, you're her ATM. Does she only want to hang out when it involves you taking her to expensive dinners, cool parties, or exclusive events? You're not her man, you're her social upgrade, her plus one. In a transactional relationship, the flow of resources, time, money, energy, and validation is almost entirely one-sided. It's all flowing from you to her. The affection she gives you is not genuine. It is the payment for the service you are providing. The second you stop providing that service, the affection disappears. Here's the test. The next time she comes to you with a problem she needs you to solve, say no. Say it politely. Man, that really sucks about your rent, but I'm not in a position to help with that. Or, I'm swamped with work. I don't have the emotional energy to talk about your ex again tonight. Watch what happens. A woman who is playing you will become cold, distant, or even angry. She'll try to guilt trip you. I thought you cared about me. A woman who genuinely values you for you will understand. If you feel less like her lover and more like her employee, her handyman, or her bank, it's because you are. These first three signs are the foundation. They are brutal and they are obvious once you know what to look for. But the next two, this is where it gets even more sinister. This is where we move from casual disrespect to calculated long-term deception. And the fifth sign. The fifth sign is the one that most good-hearted guys miss completely until it is way, way too late. We're going to cover those and exactly what you must do about it. We are in the middle of breaking down the 5 signs she is playing you for a fool. And if you're just joining us, you need to go back and watch part 1 because we've already covered the convenience fallacy, the emotional roller coaster, and the transactional relationship. Now we are getting into the deep cuts. This is the stuff that separates the casual time wasters from the professional grade manipulators. The fourth sign is what I call the secret agent. Think about your relationship with her. Now ask yourself, who knows about me? I mean, really knows about you. Have you met her core group of friends? Her real friends? Not just one bestie she brings around once? Have you met her family? Have you been to her office party? Does she post a picture of you, just one picture, on her social media? Or is your entire relationship confined to your apartment and hers, late at night, away from the public eye? When you're out, does she avoid any public displays of affection? If you run into someone she knows, does she introduce you as my friend, your name? If you have been seeing this person for months and you are still a secret, you need to wake up. This is not because she's a private person. It's not because she wants to take it slow. It's because she is compartmentalizing her life. She has put you in a box. That box might be labeled the guy I use for sex, or the guy I use for validation, or the safe guy I hang on to while I look for someone better. This box must never touch her real life. Her family, her social circle, her real dating prospects, that's her real life. You are not a part of it. Why? Because if she introduces you, it makes the relationship real. It solidifies it. It invites questions from her friends. It makes her accountable to you. By keeping you a total secret, she keeps her options wide open. She can, and likely is, dating other men. She can tell her friends she's single. She can go out and meet new people. She can maintain her public image, all while keeping you on the side for whatever resource you provide. If you are not being integrated into her life after a reasonable amount of time, it is because you are not in her life. You are a side character. You are a temporary fixture, and she doesn't want to have to explain who you were after she's done with you and moved on. And this leads us to the fifth and most insidious sign of all, the future faker. This one is the most painful because it exploits your genuine desire for a real connection and a real future. The future faker talks about the future a lot. She'll say the most amazing things. Oh my God, we should totally go to Italy next summer. You'd be such an amazing dad one day. I can't wait for us to move in together. It would be so much fun. I've never met anyone like you. It feels incredible. It hits you right in the heart. It makes you feel secure. It makes you think, wow, she's really in this. This is real. And because you feel secure in that future, you tolerate all the other nonsense in the present. You tolerate her flakiness. You tolerate her disappearing acts. You tolerate her disrespect. You tolerate being her secret. You put up with all of it because you are invested. You are building something. But here's the hard truth. It's a fantasy. She is future faking. This is a classic narcissistic manipulation tactic. She is selling you a fantasy of a future with her to get you to comply and provide what she wants in the present. She knows you want commitment. She knows you want to build something. So she dangles that future like a carrot on a stick. And the second she senses you're pulling away, the second you start to question her behavior, she dangles it again. I was just thinking about our trip. Stop listening to her words and look at her actions. Words are cheap. Talk is cheap. Has she actually started a savings account for that Italy trip? Has she actually sent you a single Zillow listing for an apartment? Has she actually introduced you to her parents? Or does she just talk about it when she needs to pull you back in? She's not building a future with you. She's building a cage for you. A cage made of empty promises, designed to keep you right where she wants you, providing, servicing, and waiting for a someday that will never come. So, what do? You're listening to this, and that pit in your stomach is growing. One or maybe all five of these signs are staring you right in the face. You feel angry, you feel stupid, you feel played. What do you do right now? You don't fix this. You don't talk it out. You cannot logic a manipulator into respecting you. You cannot love a user into being a genuine partner. A person who is capable of playing you this hard, this deliberately, does not see you as a human being with feelings. They see you as an object, a tool to get what they want. The only way to win a game with a manipulator is to refuse to play. You drop the controller and you walk out of the arcade. First, you accept the reality. You stop living in the potential. You stop remembering the good days. You look at the patterns, the pattern of disrespect, the pattern of convenience, the pattern of deception. You must believe her actions over her words. Her actions are screaming the truth at you. Second, you immediately stop the flow of resources. No more money, no more free therapy sessions, no more dropping your life at 11 p.m. to rush over to her house. You are not her utility, you are a man. When you remove the benefits she's getting, one of two things will happen. She will either A, vanish completely, proving she was only ever there for the resources, or B, she will freak out. She will cry, scream, future fake, and love bomb you harder than ever. This is called an extinction burst. It's the desperate attempt of a manipulator trying to get their tool back. Do not fall for it. Third, you go completely no contact. You block her. You delete her number. You remove her from social media. It's not for her. It's for you. It's to remove the cancer. It's to give your mind the space to heal and to reclaim your self-respect. Look, I know this one was heavy. I know this is a tough pill to swallow, but you deserve to be with someone who celebrates you, not just tolerates you. You deserve consistency, not confusion. You deserve honesty, not manipulation. Your self-respect is the only thing you truly own. Stop giving it away to people who don't deserve it. If this video helped you today, if it opened your eyes, let me know in the comments below. Tell me your story. Let's talk about it. This community is here for you. And please, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications. We are building an army of high-value men here who refuse to be played, and I want you to be a part of it. Stay sharp. Respect yourself. My name is Lila Brain, and this is Alpha Reality. I'll see you in the next one.